Good morning, world. Good morning, everybody. This is Satya Magdalena coming live from Glastonbury, and this is my first live in the series of tarot readings for the week, and I am super happy if you are there with me. If you are, then say hello and feel free to ask questions, to post your topics that you would like to have answers to, or guidance, or keywords. Hello. Yeah, so I am here in service to channel what is important for us to know for this week. I am doing it for a really selfish reason, however, and the selfish reason being to keep myself really in tune and in contact with the tarot. Because if I don't keep myself accountable of coming in front of the camera and telling you guys the energies of the week, then I might forget about it myself as well. However, after a break with tarot for a while in my life, it has made this beautiful comeback into my life, into my field, and into my channel. So I am grateful for it, and I want to keep this. So there we go. Let the adventure start. If you want to know more about me, then go on my website, satyamagdalena.com. Read about me, read about all the other things that I do besides being a master of tarot. Read my look at the video with my story of how tarot came to me, how I started to work with tarot, and what is tarot in general, how it's different from all the other oracle decks. I'm not going to touch upon those topics, the general theory about tarot and why I'm so in love with that. I'm just going to pass on the reading, but just so you would have the channels to tune in more. They are there, so go and see at satyamagdalena.com. However, for now, I am sitting here, and it's the 21st of October, which is actually a beautiful date to start with those channelings or weekly readings, or to start off with anything actually. Because the 21st, 21 in tarot is the universe, and number 10, which is the number of the month, is the Wheel of Fortune. So the universe, as the 21st card, the last card of the major arcana, it symbolizes the end of the cycle. And now you might ask, so why would you start something new in the end of the cycle? Well, because there is no such thing as end, you see. That's the trick. That's the trick. There is no such thing as end. The universe means simply that your journey, some era, some epoch, some period, some process in your life has come to a point where it has found its completion. And completion meaning that you, as a person, as a soul in this human body, in this incarnation, in this very moment in your life, you feel complete. That is the completion. The completion doesn't mean that you finished a project. let's say. It might be that you actually finished the project. For example, you graduated a school, or you finished writing a manuscript of a book, or you published something, or you ended, doing some of the work and went on to a new job. So it might coincide with actual ending of something, which also always means a new beginning. As you know this famous saying, like, if one door closes, another one opens. However, if we have the universe card, then this is not the kind of completion we are talking about. It can be that, but foremost, this is the completion that you feel inside, the feeling of being complete in the here and now. I am a whole, and my wholeness makes me holy, right? So this is the journey of the hero. This is the journey of the soul. This is what Tarot teaches us. Sorry, I couldn't help. I still went a little bit why Tarot is so amazing, but I love it so much. So, and maybe that talks to you, and maybe on this date, the 21st of October, you are in that place in your life where you feel this kind of completeness, where you feel that some era or some journey has come to its end, yet that end is also a new beginning. So, in this moment, when we have the universe come together, the number 21 marking the date of today, and we have the month of the Wheel of Fortune, number 10, which is the turn towards better, the turn upwards, the going further. It always implies some kind of a good luck, yet we can't control it. We never know how it turns, okay? It's like a game of dices. You don't know how they turn out. But what you know in the Wheel of Fortune is that it is always as it should be, and it's always the turn for the higher states on your journey. So it is a good date to plant seeds for something new. So this is what I'm doing here today, and maybe you are in a similar spot. If you are not, then I invite you to use the energy of that day. And you don't need to go live, you don't need to do anything new, but just, harvest this energy. Just, see in yourself what has found a completion, what have I done so far, what is good, what is not, how complete do I feel inside of myself, and what can I do today for myself to feel more complete, so that the new beginnings seeded today would be amazing ones, growing out of the sense of completeness, of wholeness, of abundance, not of lack or incompleteness, right? Because the lucky turn is here. Alrighty, with that, let's jump straight into the readings. I have 3 decks, and I have 3 cards already drawn out of each deck in front of me, and it goes really simply. So you are watching me, you are seeing the cards in front of me. Yep, I can see in the camera that the cards are visible. So just have a look at the cards and give yourself a small moment to feel into which one of those has got a message for you for this week, for today. So just give yourself a little time to sense. Because this is what tarot is all about. It's the feeling, it's the channeling of the energy, it's seeing the picture. It's not just about passing on information, it's so much more. So have your feeling, make your choice. If you are there on Instagram, then feel free to give me the number. Let's say if we start from here, this is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. The golden one is 3. So you can give me your number, 1, 2, 3. Which one did you choose? If you wish to do so, and if you wish to amplify. Number 3, yes, thank you, Sheikha. Number 3, number 2, amazing. Number 3, yes, perfect. So if you say out your number, it also amplifies the message for you, because you connect directly through a physical act of writing the number. Because, we are physical, we are energetic beings, it's all connected, and this is what tarot is doing, connecting the realms. So when you give your number, you actually connect to the message, and it will be more powerful for you. Now, don't be afraid that it could be a negative message. It's never negative. Tarot is just the truth. Tarot is just the truth. Alrighty, so let me start with the golden one. Because no one says that you need to do things in this or that order. You don't need to start from 1. You can start from 3 or 21 if you want to. So I start from 3. So if you chose this one, the golden one, this one will be for you. Oof. My darling number 3s, you amazing people. The devil. The devil himself. So, what to say? As I started this live saying that this date, this 21, it marks the feeling of completeness. It's like the spirit realm and the physical realm, the divine and the human, it has come together, and there is no freaking difference. You are enlightened, you are God, you are human, you are perfect in your freaking imperfections. Alright? Now, in order to actually embody that stage in your life and not to lose that connection too strongly, because you need to lose it to some extent, the journey in the life, but then you don't need to lose it. So the less you worry about losing it, the less you actually lose it while you grow in your awareness and consciousness. Right. So now, why am I saying this is that the devil is an incredibly important step, an incredibly important archetype or arcana. In tarot we call the archetypes the arcanas. That's how they are called, the major arcana, the minor arcana. So this is the arcana of the devil, and this is so important for you to embody your divinity, to be this complete, whole, abundant being, going on the journey from one beginning to the next with no real endings, just completions, because the devil is the one who brings the paradise on earth. If you go into the mythology of the devil, then you find out that the devil called Lucifer, right? Lucifer. What is luz? La luz in Spanish. It's light. Okay? So Lucifer was a fallen angel. Now, oftentimes, when people talk about fallen angel, oh my God, something bad happened, they became bad, they sold their soul. No. That angel was just brave enough to say that, you know what? I am going to do it on earth because it's possible, because this earth is meant to be a paradise. So that's the power that this archetype, this arcana has within it, all right? The devil, while being so powerful, I'm going to enjoy this life. I'm going to make this life what I want it to be. I'm going to make my life on this planet a paradise for myself. And I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Oh, I'm sorry for my expression. I don't know if that's polite, but well, if that's how it comes from the channeling, I allow it to come. It's my channel, so I hope it's fine. So the devil does whatever he wants to do, and he has the power because he's connected to the divine. He's the angel. You see, he has these horns, even the wings are still seen, and his 2 feet, those like animal feet, they're like really on the ground. So like it's really beautifully like masculine, strong energy, arcana. Now, that's the power side of it. So you can juggle, you can play with life as in the game, using all that this earthly life has, all the pleasures, all the opportunities, all the potentials, right? Now, those same things that you can use and that you have the power of and the bravery to go into, they require and they demand your full awareness. You never forget your connection to the truth and to the divine, because otherwise the pleasures may become addictive, and you don't want them to become addictive because you are the boss, all right? He is the master, right? You don't want to be like, and at the same moment you are, because it's so human to get addicted in a way from some kind of a pleasure. We want more pleasure and less pain, okay? But that's not the alchemy. The alchemy is to find this potential of pleasure within and bring it to all of the life experiences, the painful ones as well. So that's the power of the devil. And as you can see, the devil itself, the power, the angel, this archetype, this being, he has his one hand up, the other hand is holding a torch showing a light. And the people here, they're like, oh my God, I'm so addicted. The devil has got me. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's just there with all the power which you can have if you have enough awareness, enough stamina, enough patience, enough devotion to yourself and your inner work to possess this kind of power and be the person, the woman or man who enjoys the life fully, who is the master of their life and does whatever they want to do. Right. So, if you chose number 3, then forget about being a good girl if you're a woman and you might have that syndrome. Forget about people pleasing if you might have been doing that. Forget about worrying about what other people think. Forget about thinking if, oh, maybe that's too much. Oh, I don't know. Just forget about all of it and do whatever the fuck you want to do. All right? But keep your feet on the ground and keep your crown open and connected, so you do it in service for yourself to move further on your journey. Alrighty, number 1 goes secondly. If you are joining in during the live, you see those 3 cards in front of me. I have already started explaining. However, there are 2 cards still covered up, so you can still choose and comment with the number that you choose, because this is how you amplify the power of this message to receive it fully. If you want to do that, it's up to you. So I'm continuing with the first one because I really love this deck. There are many card readers who use only one deck or one system. Well, I like to be the rebel, I always have. So I use all of them. So this deck is the deck of Aleister Crowley, who is a really controversial person. However, the deck is genius. It's a beautiful, this is his life work, actually. And this deck has made its comeback to me via a beautiful sister who bought it. So in a way, I feel like beginning with the tarot again through this deck, because that's the deck that I actually, it wasn't my first deck, but it was the first deck that I started to work with more intensely as primarily being a tarot reader or doing the healing sessions via tarot, not using tarot as the side tool for other kind of therapy work. So this comeback makes me feel a bit like, beginning again. And once again, this deck has come to me not because I bought it, but because someone else bought it and it landed on my table. So this is a special one. And I'm going with that. Ooh, that's nice. So if you chose number 1, then the message for you is be brave enough to receive even more of pleasure, of celebration, of intimacy. And by intimacy, I don't mean only sexual intimacy. I mean intimacy between people. I mean intimacy between the hearts. I mean intimacy with nature. I mean the feeling of allowing your feelings, your sensations, your life force, your aliveness, allowing it to flow. All right? Because oftentimes when people talk about intuition, then they relate intuition only to the third eye and to the higher knowing, like that is really, like the light, the higher centers. And it's true, but it's not a complete truth, because there is a feminine way of knowing, and the feminine way doesn't mean that you need to be a woman to do that. But if you are, then you better do it, because it's your natural way. But if you are a man, then better to do it as well, because that keeps you in contact with your lover archetype, with your body, with your sensitivity, and that makes you in tune and in contact with the whole freaking world and life, including women in your life, right? So, it's the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is building a foundation. It's finding again that the word completeness is really coming in today from the beginning. Again, another aspect of completeness. The number 4. It's like, if you have the 3, you are good. Right? The 3 is a company, they say. And I'm talking in those terms because we are having the cups, and the cups is related to relationships, emotions, emotional energy, feelings, sexuality, pleasure, all of that, all of this water element energy that is related to that primary element. Yeah, thank you too for watching and for being there. And the 3 is a company. So it means that it's good, you've got it. It's moving. It's there. Like you have nice relationships. You have nice social circles, maybe you have nice friendhoods, maybe you have nice lovers, whatever it means for you, but you feel satisfied, you feel good in your life, and you feel safe in a way, because this is like really, like, you're not really missing anything. Or are you sure? Or is there something that you feel that it could be like, it's, you don't even notice that thought because it's not a strong feeling. You are happy and you are satisfied. But life is offering you more, even more, so that this feeling could become a bit more like solid, embodied, luxurious. Yeah. And in my country, in Estonia, we have this saying, I think it's so stupid. But the saying goes, I say it in Estonian and then I translate it. It's pill tuleb pika ilu peale. Which means like, don't be too happy because otherwise you will cry really soon. And you know what? It's true. I might cry really soon. But you know what? I'm going to cry with those same people, or maybe not. And I'm enjoying this crying because it's cleansing and it's beautiful and it's normal and it's nothing to avoid. And what it does is that it only deepens my connection to my feelings and this celebratory sharing of rare, precious feelings with people, being held, being loved, being trusting life and people around me, feeling safe, right? So I can allow that. I can allow that luxury. I can allow more of it. Okay? And I don't need to be afraid that oh my God, maybe it will be too much. Maybe I should just stay here where it's already good and it's nice and safe and da-da-da-da-da. No, don't be afraid. Life is giving you more. Take the luxury and enjoy it. So that's for you if you chose number 1. Now, the last one, number 2. If you chose number 2, oh my goodness, honey, you chose the deck that is with the ancient Egyptian images, symbols. All the pictures are inspired from that. So if you, darling, chose number 2, then this message for you into this week wants to give you something deeper than, a weekly horoscope in the end of the newspaper saying like, oh, do this and clean the room and, something like that. But your soul wants to know something more. So, it doesn't really matter if it's the weekly reading or not, but it's the message. So, there we go. Number 2. Oh my goodness. I told you it's about depth. So, this is the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Discs. If you chose that card, then, and you might be a bit disappointed because you might be impatient a little bit. And you want to have everything already now, and you want to transform everything really quickly, and you want to move on really fast, and you want to achieve everything really fast, and you already want to be there. Oh my God, I want to be there. No, you sit here and you do your craft, because this is the only freaking way to get wherever the there is, because the there is here. Look, my message for you, because I told you that this message wants to come from a deeper place. You are your craft. You are your craft. So the way you do your craft, the way you dedicate, devote to something that you do, that is your passion, your work, sharing of your talent, okay? Because if you do your craft, it's not about, look at him, it's not about this pentacle, right? The pentacle is the symbol, the material outcome, because the pentacles are the element of earth, okay? So this is what we manifest earthly. However, it's not about this coin or pentacle or disc or however you call it. This is a symbol, and it can symbolize whatever on earth for you. And although it's beautiful to see your craft, especially if you are, you know, if your craft is directly something like that you make with your hands, you know, handicraft, painting, it can be dance, you know, like when you dance and you make a performance and it's filmed, then it's actually dance materialized, right? So that's how this kind of a really energetic and disappearing craft, because you know you can't grasp my dancing, you can't like you can make a statue of a dancer, okay, but it's not the dance anymore, right? Now, however, to be a really good dancer, you need to dance. To be a really good painter, you need to paint. And it's not about being a dancer or being a painter. It's about being you. And in this earthly life, you are being you. You are crafting yourself. You see, it's not about the disc here. It's about the guy doing it. It's about the guy working on it. It's about the guy dedicating, devoting, being patient, sitting here and freaking crafting. All right? So this is not a process of quick transformations, quick changes. No, this is a process of slow crafting, enjoying, being present, devoting. That's that. So this is what life requires from you right now. If you chose number 2, you need to remember what that means, and that also guides you to the real transformation, to the real change that is lasting and that is integrated, right? As we started from the question how to integrate this feeling of completeness that you might have from time to time, but then you somehow, I don't know, forget, or you know, like falling back, whatever. But the integration is the key. So that's how, when you go into the new waves of maybe, you know, losing yourself here or there, or like trying new things, you are not losing the center, and you are coming back, and all that you experience is not demolishing you or ruining you. Only the thoughts, only the illusions get ruined, but you get strengthened because you do the earthly thing, embody. So do your craft, whatever it is. Maybe it's an inner work that you do right now. Maybe these are the therapy processes. Maybe it's taking care of your health, going walking. Maybe it's practicing a new routine. Maybe it is literally doing your music, singing, writing, dancing, painting, you know? Whatever it is for you. Maybe it's your relationship, okay? Whatever it is, be patient, keep practicing. Practicing makes the master. And practicing makes you beautifully humble as well, because you respect the craft. You dedicate time to it. You dedicate time to yourself through that. All right? So it's not like a means to become somebody or earn money or whatever, although it can be. And if it is, then this is the only way and the best way for it to be also a source of money abundance. That you just do it humbly and you just enjoy it. And you craft yourself. And you trust the process. Alrighty, this is it for today. This is the channeling for the week starting with the 21st of October, and which, as I know, is also the starting of the Scorpio, how did they call it? Scorpio, not era, that's a too big thing, but the Scorpio time or Scorpio period or something, and astrology. Season, Scorpio season, right, exactly. So the Scorpio season is also, you know, it is the time that wants us to go deeper. And when I was speaking of this first card before, I talked about the importance of the feminine way. So I end this live and this channeling today with that message. I lost that point in beginning, but you see I'm back, I remembered. So probably that's the most important point for everybody, not only for the people who chose actually that first card, that trusting your intuition means also trusting your body, your feelings, your emotions. So your emotions, even if they are like either overwhelming ecstatically or overwhelming like with the sadness of fear or grief or whatever, they are the sign. They are the indicator. They are telling you something. Your intuition is speaking through them. So the feminine intuition is speaking through the womb, through the heart, through the body. You know, the feminine intuition, it's like it doesn't even have words. The words come later. The feminine intuition, it just feels. Okay, it's the pure feeling. It just feels. It knows, right? So that's super important, especially in this Scorpio season time. This one literally requires that from us. And if you don't know how to do that yet, if you are used to override yourself with your mind and have the body as the carrier of the head, then it's time to relearn. And if you want to do that relearning, then I warmly recommend my sessions or my fellow priestesses sessions, who is also sitting here in the room with me. You can check her website as well. It's called Getesis Temple. And satyamagdalena.com is my website, as already said. So these are really the kind of sessions that allow you to bring yourself into your body, into your feelings, into your pleasure, and learn to live not only from the head, but from your body, from your womb, and from your heart. So this is what I teach, this is what we teach. And since it's still a little bit time until the retreat of the Lady of Darkness, which will start at the beautiful Samhain or Samhain holiday. You know, the British, they are weird. They spell words differently. It's Samhain, but for some reason they say Samhain. So Samhain, anyway, it's a beautiful, potent time when the veil between the realms of this one and the spirit one is really thin. So it is a hugely, immensely potent time for transformation, for tuning into your body, into the dark feminine that has all the qualities to do that, you know, to be that one who does whatever they want in their life, you know, to be in contact with the feelings, to have the patience, to sit here. So if you want, if you feel the calling, then sign up. The retreat is at satyamagdalena.com website. it's an amazing offer. And if you sign up, because it's a quite of a last minute sign up, then there is a message box, and the discount code I am giving you right now is complete. So you write complete with capital letters in the message box when you sign up, and you get a discount, and the discount is really good. It's 444 euros, because we have number 4 here, and it's about the completion and completeness. So it's 444 euros discount if you sign up now after seeing this live and leaving a message complete with capital letters in the message box. See you very soon, if not sooner than in the next live. Blessed be. Üleval nurgas.